Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And it comes out to the 25, no return attempted there. So Missouri's offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. And it comes down to this, after a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk, and one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ. Pat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Big moment early in this championship game. Third down coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Terry. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Here he goes. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down to the 44.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, and he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Over the middle, it's Hardy.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want.
He's in the clear. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Missouri now operating in the red zone. Looking to chuck it again. Defense is coming after him. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Boy, this is great effort. I mean, he gets his foot down. It's meaningless without the yardage to follow.
Solid drive to start this conference championship game. Now, can they convert on third down in the red zone? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Terry. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Direct snap. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Missouri. Setting the tone early. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they begin the drive at the 25. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you saw, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Breaks into the clear. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. To throw, it's Stockton. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him, getting to the quarterback.
With the sack on first down, it's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Oh, they get him again.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? There's the handoff. Passes the 40. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Right down the middle, it's Coleman.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball and be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to throw it on first down. The pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Hardy. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain. It's Missouri with the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far.
7, Georgia, 0.
They flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Tigers, as they put 6 more on the board. The offense clicking now, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Missouri, 14, Georgia, 0.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Brought down to the 18 and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Boy, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Swarmed by the pass rush. Sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Pump over the middle. It's Branch. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the fair catch signaled for taken. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. There's a screen pass to the running back. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here. The back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set. It's second down. set of the RPO. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Missouri getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. On the toss play, runner moving left. He's got the first and still going. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Missouri now in the red zone. QB sneak. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
I don't blame him. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. Enough to convert on 3rd there. So first down from the 12 now.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He finds his tight end for the catch. One down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mizzou.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Georgia, 3.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back, it's Stockton. The sure hands, it's Thomas.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
On the move now. Oh, what a move. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. The Bulldogs come to the line to run the hurry out. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down after that previous play. Looking for a man. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Back in motion now. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Complete to the running back. Then can he get there? The Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, massive expectations for this SEC championship, and it has not disappointed. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much-anticipated conclusion of the SEC championship.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16 with the better opportunity in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. To the air. It's Stockton. He's running out of time here. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And sack sets up second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bell. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Good throw, complete to the tight end. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. The Dogs will line up to boot it away. And here's the return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense produces 6 points. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They've got
Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Here he goes. A quick juke to get free. He's in the clear. At the 10, and it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Missouri. That's another touchdown for the running back, and they've got one hand in that conference championship trophy now.
Man, this running back is just adding up the touchdowns. You know, the whole conference knows about this guy and what he's capable of doing, and here he is, the big stage of the championship game, showcasing everything he's got in the toolbox.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. It's better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. To the air, it's Stockton. Quick completion to the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass complete, and second down now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And he dumps it off to the tight end.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Here's the second down play. Press coverage now from the secondary. On the ground, it's Frazier. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. A deep shot to the left side. Oh, he's got it down inside the 20. He goes down after a huge chunk play to completely change field position here.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Running out of time in the pocket. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Great connection there for 6 points. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So after pulling up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play, and they keep it going. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Terry. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up the first down.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Takes the toss, heads to his right. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Important Second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's an out route. The catch made. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback is going to make a play through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. They bring him down after a short gain there.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but at that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where is that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking for a receiver. Looks left and finds his target there. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
They go up 18 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Georgia 17.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. Pre-snap motion from the offense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Locates the tight end. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
High completion makes it 2nd and medium. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the Summer.
Coaches told us in pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. It's Missouri with the lead here. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Timeout, Missouri.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Bell. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Over the middle, it's Branch. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. Now they're running on the toss. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. Big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Toss play to the outside. Test the middle and gets scuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Caught over the middle. It's Manning. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Working clock with the ground game. Breaks into the clear. Out out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the fourth quarter to see this guy get the football and just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
And the pass is incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You've got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for the wide out. And the pass is incomplete, but the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a first down. Defender flagged for being a little too aggressive. The offense gets a 15-yard penalty. The offense set up with 1st and goal now after the penalty. Here's the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now they'll come up 2nd down and goal from the 10. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Offense moving backwards here. A long way from the goal line now. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Oh, he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent 3rd down offense. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. So a field goal attempt coming up now. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here. Just playing for pride at this point. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, watch him work through his progression. Here finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Branch. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, he breaks free. Looking to scramble now. Crosses the 35. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game.
Deep shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now brings up fourth down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in a game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.